Hi, my name is Carrie Smart, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about how family relationships, culture, and community all work together and influence how a child learns and develops. Um, I'm going to discuss some things like how trauma can affect a child and give some strategies that families can use to support their child both grow at home and at school. First, I'm going to talk about family relationship and the environment that the child is in and how that contributes to their development and learning. Um, the first thing that children learn come from the people who raise them or the people that are surrounded by them every day. They can give them positive relationships. They can help them feel safe and build confidence. And they can also just help them develop like healthy attachments. Sometimes that can be with food and stuff like that. A good way to help children learn is also by reading them books. Reading books at home is a great way to not only support their development, but also bond with them. It can help them learn words. It can help them learn how to read faster. And it also helps them feel safe and loved. Culture is another thing that helps shape the child's identity. It can influence how they communicate. Some cultures, it's not okay to look people in the eyes or to not speak unless you're spoken to directly. And then other cultures, it's rude not to do that automatically. When you're inside the classroom as a teacher, knowing the child's background can help you understand if they're being disrespectful or if you think they're being disrespectful. It can just be the way they're taught at home, so that's super important. Speaking of classrooms, inside my classroom, to integrate culture and community, I think it's important to get family involvement. At our school, we do a thing called Family Night, and it's where everybody comes, or the people who are able to come to the school, and they can either read you a book or talk to you about where they come from. We've also done like a taste around the world type of thing, and each family brings not a meal really, but like a snack or some type of food from another country. It's just a good way to experience the things that they experience. Another thing that I would do to connect the classroom learning to the community is inviting community helpers to visit and to talk. Another thing that our classroom does or has done in the past is we'll get like a fireman to come, or the fire department, or a police officer, stuff like that. That gets them familiar with the people that serve our community, which is super important. Trauma and stress are major, they play a major role in affecting the child's development and their school performance. I think people don't understand how those two can connect, but a child who undergoes extreme stress constantly at home is not going to come to school and know how to manage their emotions properly, or even just be able to get out of their own mind, honestly. Some things that could cause trauma to a child could be like family conflict, divorce, if someone close to them dies, homelessness, not having enough food at home, being abused or neglected, or just exposure to violence in general. Kids can't really express their feelings if they are going through these kind of changes. Strategies that you could use at home to help would be just have daily routines that you go through, schedules. That is a major thing for children to help them feel safe. Also, circling back to reading. Reading is a good way to support kids. Families can all do it together. They can go outside and play together to bond. I I just think there's a bunch of ways that families can do things that don't cost money. You can go to a park, you can go on a nature walk, ride a bike, stuff like that can help support the child, which not only helps them develop, but it also helps them perform better at school. Being a teacher or an assistant and in the future a teacher, I think that when the teacher and the families work together, they can create a good supportive environment that help every child grow and learn. And I hope to do that in my future class. Thank you.